Hi everyone. I just wanted to jump in here and record a message of something that came to me this morning after an experience of yesterday. And what I wanted to share is on the note of our wounds and our stories, our triggers and things like that. I want us to start to give a little bit of grace. Obviously, we don't want to be doormats and we don't want to let people walk all over us. Though when somebody upsets you or offends you or things like that, and again, I'm not giving a hall pass to everybody so they can just throw themselves around. Though that too comes with responsibility. Though I wanted to say, on the note of our loved ones, and even strangers, when somebody is rude or even if they fly off the handle a little bit in a moment and things like that, just to remember that could be deeply connected to something that was, an open wound for them that they weren't even aware of. So just when it comes to your loved ones, again, it is a grey area, but and you really do need to choose your own adventure and trust your intuition and trust your gut and trust your soul. Though I just wanted to say that I'm sure everybody that will witness this video can understand and appreciate and remember a time where they have potentially not acted to the best of their ability and hurt another person that they even loved due to something that was probably irrelevant, that didn't even sort of match whatever they were going on about with love. Though that's how it goes. Like, we fly off the handle, but we've either bitten our tongue, or there's something that just hits that raw nerve that has jack shit to do with what we can be seemingly escalating about. So just for us to give a little bit of room and a little bit of grace to each and every one of us, including ourselves. It's not when we do F up, I was just going to say, when we do F up, just to have compassion for that age group, excuse me, I'm itchy, that age that you were when that thing happened or that little memory. If you hone into it, you will be able to, you might have a flash of, say, your kitchen and maybe your brother's there or something like that. You might have been told no was something that was really important, or you might have felt abandoned. Abandonment is a big one. So a lot of people have core abandonment issues. So though, again, what I was saying before, and I say this with love, to recognize our wounds, whether they be in ourselves or our loved ones, it doesn't just give us a hall pass 333. It does not just give us a hall pass that we can throw ourselves around and just go on being however we want to be because this happened to us, and so now the world has to suffer. And I say that again with love, absolute, because I know, and it can feel very bloody justified sometimes, and even what we can be going on about, or when our triggers and things like that, how we fly off the handle, that can be extremely justified. Though it's about our delivery, it's about our demeanor, and just how we are, just try and roll with the ebbs and the flows, and self-awareness, when you sort of hone back in on self-love, self-care, self-worth and self-awareness, and self-compassion. So when you sort of finely tune those things a little bit more, then you can tell, you sort of, by doing that, you start to process things differently, and you can catch yourself, or you can at least, even if you do get triggered in a moment, you can pull it apart pretty quickly and process it. And that's what it's about. It's not for all of us just to run around being angels and things like that, because in the real world that just does not happen. So we're going to get triggered, we're going to get pissed off, we're going to get upset, you know, we're going to get rejected, we're going to get abandoned. But the thing is, when it comes to abandonment issues, the number one thing to remember is not abandoning yourself. So, and what I mean by that too is, like even in moments where you ideally wanted to speak up and say that whatever, but you chose to do that whatever for so-and-so and things like that. So, and abandonment issues from even our parents and things like that can seem, you know, just even feeling like they haven't got our back, you know, maybe throwing us under the bus to save face, that it wasn't on them for our lack of whatever manners or, you know, whatever it was at the time. So I hope this makes sense, but I just wanted to record this. I was literally just leaning on my bench, and I'd sort of had words with a friend of mine yesterday, and that we live together, so shit comes up, you know. And that was actually something that I wanted to say as well. Something else that was coming to me was, you don't really know a person until you live with them. Like when you live with a person, sometimes when you work with a person, and when you're in a relationship with a person, that's how but we hit on a lot of core stuff, because the household was where a lot of core wounds developed, you know, and were born. So so anyways, I just wanted to sort of say that just to give a little bit of room and a little bit of grace, like, because something that happened yesterday, there was a part of me that was pretty hurt, you know, and I was a little bit confused, because I was thinking, is this what I want to do? Do I want to stay? You know, and things like that. And then I sort of thought, and then today was good. So again, you got to read the energy that you're dealing with and things like that, though. I just got to give a little bit of room and a little bit of grace to everybody else's triggers, not just our own. All right, that's it for now. Have a beautiful afternoon.